Hey guys, it's BlairieLouHoo from Life Through Lyrics, and I'm here with Matty Mullins from Memphis May Fire.
Yep.
We are in very cold Philly right now, and you guys are about to play at the Trocadero.
Trocadero.
And you're on the Unconditional Tour with your headliner.
Stoked. Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, so tell me about the tour. Tell me about who's on it, how long it is, all that stuff.
The other bands on the tour are A Skylit Drive, The Word Alive, Hands Like Houses, and Beartooth. And yeah, it's our first real American headliner. We're super stoked. I mean, every show has been almost sold out or sold out, and it's just been huge. Just a good time all around. Everybody on the tour is cool. We're like a big family. You know, we've all known each other for a long time, so it's working out great.
Last time you came through here, you played the Electric Factory. You were on Field of Store with, do you not remember? Or are you just like, yeah, I'll take your word for it?
Sure.
You were. And how does this tour differ from this?
It's our headliner. I mean, a lot of people don't know that when you do tours where other bands are headlining, you have like production restrictions. There's only so much you can do with your live show that's allowed by the booking agent of the headlining band.
Oh, okay.
So
Did not know that.
Yeah, so on this tour, we've got like a full-blown light show and smoke and mirrors and all this cool stuff, you know.
Okay.
So, you know, it's the first time we've ever done full production on a headliner, so it's really cool.
Okay. You were on Alternative Press's Top 15 Best Screamers in Modern Metalcore.
I did not know that.
You are, and you're also, Telly is on the list.
Cool.
So is Caleb.
Love it.
So how do you feel about that? You guys, it's like a tour of, like...
Those is my boys. I love them, so that's cool. I'm stoked about that.
And, I mean, the list is not in any particular order, so, I mean, I don't really know how you, like, I mean, you're on the list, but...
Sure.
But yeah, all three of you are on there, so
awesome.
I thought that was pretty cool. So tell me about Unconditional.
Man, Unconditional is, it's something else. I'm just so proud of it. It's basically the most honest thing I've ever done as a musician or as a person in general. Just over the past year and a half, went through some really strange, dark times that I could have never foreseen happening or coming, and kept a lot of it hidden, just because when you're in the public eye all the time, it's so hard to be honest and putting yourself out there to be judged by the world when they don't ever know what they're talking about. So it was hard to write this record, but I realized that a lot of the reasons why I was going through those things is because God put them in my life so that I could find my way out and then help people who are experiencing that same stuff. So it's just about a lot of my own trials and the unconditional love of God for humanity, the people that He created and finds so incredibly beautiful, and you know, I want everybody to see that firsthand the way that I do, so that they can, you know, find their way out of the dark the way I did.
So is this record the most personal for you, would you say?
I
mean, of course, I'm sure they're all like your children. All your records are just...
by leaps and bounds. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so who or what are your biggest inspirations and influences?
I don't know, I grew up, I've said this a million times, everybody always asks that question, so I grew up listening to bands like Blindside and, you know, Embodiment and Beloved, The Chariot, Norma Jean, you know, back in the day. You know, just like Tooth and Nail era, local bands, and I used to go out to shows, you know, in my own scene and just, you know, pay to see whoever was in town. That was kind of the thing. So yeah, those bands kind of shaped and molded me. But I can't say like one band really is my main influence.
Okay. What's something that your fans would be surprised to know about you? Like a weird talent or quirk or anything?
I'm 5'9". A lot of people, when they meet me, for some reason have thought that I was taller from pictures or something. I don't know. I've never had anything done to photos to make me look taller, so I don't know where that misconception comes from. But yeah, I'm only 5'9", so if you meet me and you're short, well, I'll be right there with you.
So I know that you've been featured on tracks lately. You were on one with Sleeping with Sirens, and then you were on one with For Today, I believe.
Yep.
So on your new album, on Unconditional, can we expect any guest vocals? You probably can't tell me who, but if there are any, are there any?
There are none.
There aren't any, really?
Nope. I had a few ideas for guest vocals that I would have liked to use, like Christian from Blindside, Larry from My American Heart. You know, it would have been really cool to feature those dudes. A mixture between the record having to be done at a certain time with time constraints and not really having the time to send the tracks out and let these guys go and do their thing on them. You know, in correlation with that, it just from front to back, I couldn't find a single part that I wanted to give away. You know, the whole record is just so personal.
Okay.
So to find somebody who can really, you know, sing it and mean it, I'd have to find somebody who went through the same things, and that's not really a conversation that, you know, I need to have with any of those dudes. So, you know, in the future I'll definitely be doing more guest vocal spots, but this record just didn't need it. So.
Okay. Fair enough. Good answer. Okay, so I have some fan questions. Okay, so Tyler Phillips from Castleberry, Florida asks, what has been your most inspirational song to write?
I never know until it comes out, you know, like every song means something so powerful to me, but when the song comes out and kids start to adapt and use it in their own life situations, that's when you really see the song come to life. And I'd say thus far, you know, Legacy has been just a real heavy hitter with everybody. So I'm really thankful for that song, just the lyrics that God wrote through me. It's cool to just be a vessel to you know, preach the gospel and show kids that they're worth so much more than they understand and that what they're told at school. And so Legacy for sure. On this next record, you know, there's a song called The Answer that I think is gonna solve the mystery for a lot of people. A song called Divinity. I think a lot of people will get a lot out of, so you'll just have to wait and see. Okay.
Yeah. Mikey Montemerno from Penns Grove, New Jersey wants to know if you were born into the Christian faith or if you found it later.
Both. I was born into a Christian household. My dad was a pastor.
Oh, cool.
And then when my mom and my dad got a divorce, my dad was forced to step out of his pastoral role at the church, which is something that the majority of churches do. If you have a split in a marriage and you're on the pastoral staff, you have to resign. So that was when I was really young. My dad is so solid, he's so awesome, and anytime I've ever in the past questioned faith or anything like that, you know, he's always somebody I can call and get like really specific answers from somebody who's so well studied with scripture. But you know, being spoon-fed, you know, all the Bible stories my whole life, it never really connected personally with me, even though I knew what I was supposed to believe and I knew this and that. It never really hit home until I had to experience Jesus for myself and just fell flat on my face with, you know, thinking I had everything under control and knowing exactly what my life was all about. You know, at that point, I was broken down and just completely humbled by God. Had to reach out for Him in a way that I never had to before when I was younger. And at that moment is when I, you know, really started to experience just the unconditional love that He has for me and for everybody that He created. And I'm just, you know, I'm so thankful for those experiences.
Okay. Marsha Belinsky from Pennsville, New Jersey wants to know what makes you happy.
My wife, my dog, writing and performing, and family time, as long as all of the kids aren't in one area, because my sisters have a lot of kids and it gets wild. But yeah, wife, dog, family, performing, writing, time with family and stuff. It's awesome. Yeah, it's all good.
Carrie Weber from Aston, PA asks, what's the best advice you've ever given to someone? I know that's probably a really hard question, but
lift up your eyes, discourage one, I guess. People seem to really find the deepest, utmost meaning in that. So, I mean, I guess if you had to pick something.
Okay, and then I have a couple of just fan things I'm supposed to tell you. Maddie Ogburn wants to marry you. Nick Mofaria says he loves you. And Taylor, I think her last name's Flynn, who I think you've met before. She says hi.
Of course, love her.
Okay.
Hey y'all.
Say hi to them.
Hey.
Okay, so what keeps Memphis May Fire going? Why are you guys still doing this? What's your, I mean, why are you still, what keeps you going? What keeps you like chugging at this? What's your...
I mean, Memphis May Fire is about 25 people at this point. We've got so many different team members, from management to booking agent to business manager to tour manager to merch guy to guitar tech to drum tech to, you know, I mean, so many people that are out here on the road and at home working for us. Our team is just so incredible, stands behind us with everything we do, and without everybody on our team, it just wouldn't be a possibility at this level. So we're so thankful for everybody that works for us, and you know, I can't speak for everybody in this aspect, but just you know, waking up every morning and just spending some time in the Word, spending some time in prayer, just asking God to show me His will for the day, and just hoping that, you know, I can honor Him with everything I do, and that's ultimately what brings the most joy to my life on a daily basis. So.
Okay, so you just wrote an amazing record, which I just heard 2 new songs.
Cool.
They were pretty awesome.
Whoops.
That's
yeah,
totally fine.
Awesome.
But, okay, so you just wrote the amazing record. You're on a headline tour. What's next?
I don't know. I'm tired of asking myself that even, you know? I mean, we're going to do it one step at a time, one day at a time. This band will go as far as God wants it to go. I think Unconditional has the power to influence so many people to take the right steps in the right direction, to find peace, to find happiness, to find joy, to be saved. And you know, I'm so stoked on this record. If anything, you know, I just want to take it one day at a time, meet these kids outside the bus after the show and take pictures and give them hugs and tell them I love them because I do, and that's it. I mean, I don't have some big 10-year plan. This being in a band is not a retirement plan, you know.
Do you have a fallback?
No.
This is it. This is
I can't do anything else. I'm not even that good at this, you know. I mean, I don't
you
know.
really think that? There's no way you really think that.
I don't know what I would do. I don't know. God's got a plan. We'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. And last question: do you have any final thoughts for your fans? Talk directly to them.
Hello. Yeah. I'm so excied for everybody that's come to the Unconditional so far, Unconditional Tour, everybody that's going to come, because so many of these shows are selling out. And the record drops March 25th. It'll be at Best Buy and Walmart, or maybe not Walmart, I don't even know if they sell CDs anymore, but Best Buy, Hot Topic, anywhere you can go buy CDs. Go and pick up Unconditional and give it a chance. I think it's going to do some pretty special stuff. So, love y'all.
All right, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
This has been my interview with Matty Mullins from Memphis May Fire.
Deuces.